All right, guys, welcome to the Art of Rebuttaling. We had to bring in the cannons for this video, bring in the big guns. So first of all, let's talk about what's a rebuttal. The definition of a rebuttal is overcoming an objection with specific and precise information. So the first step in the formula is to agree/absorb. What does that mean? Well, we need to diffuse the situation. Okay, we don't want to be combative and argumentative. We want to agree. So somebody says, I can't help, I'm broke. One of the first things we should say is, hey, I get it. You're absolutely right. It's a tough year. That's an example of absorbing and agreeing with somebody. Step two, we want to re-emphasize the reason we're calling and talk about the charity. So to give you an example, hey, I understand it's a hard year, sir, but think about how hard it is for these women battling breast cancer. Now I've brought it back to the charity. We've come full circle. Step three, ask again. Ask and you shall receive. You ever heard the saying? Because it's true. So when we ask for a little help, we're gonna drop the price down a little bit and we're gonna just ask for $20 on the first ask, okay? So when you put it all together, it should sound something like this. John, I understand it's a hard year. Everybody's cutting back, I get it, but these women are battling day in and day out. We're just trying to make a difference. Let me ask you this. We have a smaller pledge. It's only $20, not a lot of money, but it helps, it adds up. Direct question, could you at least do that? There's no question in John's mind that this is gonna help some women in need, and it was very direct. Follow the formula, stick to the script, you'll do just fine. One of the hardest parts of being a new caller is rebuttaling. It's uncomfortable, it's awkward, it's combative, it's not something we're used to doing. But practice makes perfect. You can't go to the gym for 2 weeks and expect to have a six-pack. You need to work at it. The more you do it, the better you'll get. So besides the formula and the process and what you should say in the order of saying it, there's two other things you really need to work on. Number one is timing. The person has just said no for whatever reason. If there is a gap and you don't start speaking, chances are they're gonna go from here telling you no to here hanging up. We need to stop this motion by immediately talking. Now, we don't want to interrupt the person and be rude, but we don't want the phone to leave their ear either. So this will be done with practice. The second thing we need to work on when rebuttaling is actually sounding like this is important. If you give, well, hey, I understand, sir, it's a tough year, everybody's cutting back, but we do have a smaller level. You think that's gonna get them excited? It sure didn't get me excited. You gotta sound like you care. Passion is what separates us from our competition. All right, so in review, let's kind of recap all this. The formula, as soon as somebody says no, first thing we do is just start talking. We're gonna agree/absorb. I understand, I hear you, no problem. Diffuse the situation. Step two, don't talk about the money. Talk about the charity. Talk about the good work they're doing. Step three, now ask for the money and go straight to a $20 donation. Step four, if they still say no, you can come back with a much shorter, hey, well, how about 15? And then end the call. We are not in the business of beating these people to death and trying to, milk a turnip. Give them one good, strong rebuttal, one quick, short follow-up, and move on. Thank you so much for your time. Have a nice day. Very important, we're ending still leaving a good taste in their mouth, regardless of whether or not they help. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. The last thing I want to say before we end this is rebuttal every call. Practice makes perfect no matter what. It's going to be awkward, it's going to be uncomfortable, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it.